Welcome to the tutorial on how to create your own timecode show using TCHelper in Reaper. In this video, we'll guide you step by step through the process of setting up sequences, adding cues, and synchronizing everything with your grandMA3 console. Let's get started. First, open Reaper on your computer. Navigate to the Actions menu at the top and select Show Actions List. Locate the TCHelper.lua script and click Run to launch TCHelper. Open the TCHelper project template. Click File, Project Templates, and select TCHelper Project. In this installed template project, you already have a multi-view effect and a MIDI timecode track presetted, and the vertical event movement between tracks is disabled. Now we'll create our first sequence. Click in the track area to begin. Select the execution option, cuelist, which is perfect for building a standard cue-based sequence. Name your sequence main, set the sequence ID to 1, and assign timecode ID as 1. Once you've done that, click on Save Track Config to save your settings. Then add a new TC track by clicking on Add TC Track. Next, move over to the cue area, where you'll define your first cue. Set the cue name to, for example, Prep, adjust the fade time to 0, and click on Add Cue to insert it into your timeline. To add more cues dynamically, press the spacebar to let the play marker run and click Add Cue repeatedly at key moments. Let's create another sequence for temporary actions like flashes or hits. Return to the track area, select the execution option Temp, and name this sequence, for example, HIT. Add another TC track by clicking on Add TC Track, then move back to the cue area. Here, you can define button presses with specific parameters, such as a fade time of 0.2 seconds and a hold time of 1.5 seconds. Click on Add Button Press, press spacebar again, and dynamically add button presses while playing back your timeline. Once your sequences are set up, it's time to send your show to your console. Switch over to MA3 on PC or your grandMA3 console and open its Settings menu. Navigate to the In-Out menu and ensure that OSC connection settings such as IP address, port number, and prefix match those configured in TCHelper. For a detailed introduction in connecting TCHelper and grandMA3, please watch the tutorial video. Navigate to TCHelper's settings. Network tab. Click on Overwrite to Console. This sends all your data once from Reaper directly to your console. As you can see, TCHelper creates sequences at the defined sequence IDs with the chosen names, and in this sequences, the cues with timing and naming are created. If you now move to your timecode, show you see the events you created in Reaper are now timecode events on your console, which are connected to the cues in the sequences. Finally, activate Live Update in TCHelper's Network Settings under Settings. Network for real-time synchronization between Reaper edits and grandMA3 updates. Adjust event positions dynamically by selecting Go Events or Temp press cues, drag them left or right as needed, or modify their lengths directly within Reaper's timeline. You can now add new sequences or cues live in Reaper, and all adjustments will reflect instantly on your console. Even if you move one event before another in Reaper's timeline, the cue list will update dynamically. Congratulations! You've successfully created a timecode show using TCHelper in Reaper. With this streamlined workflow, programming timecode shows has never been easier or faster. Explore additional features of TCHelper for even more creative possibilities. Thank you for watching.